Hey, buds. Welcome to the Fantasy Buds podcast. It's your host, Brian Gold.
Marc Letrio.
And I'm Tim Stewart.
And if you want to follow us on social media, you can go to the link tree in the description below and follow us on Threads, TikTok, and Instagram. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy the show. Did he have a bigger workload?
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Listen, Jesus.
Jesus Christ. Turn your fucking brain on.
I'm sorry. I think he did.
He did not, but it was
felt
very...
like he did.
It felt like he
He
did.
vultured
Watch.
goal line carries, it seemed.
Oh, yeah, he did. I love this fucking keyboard thing. It's a great addition.
I think it's the best thing we ever did.
Well, we are
Easily.
back with the podcast after a fucking horrible week.
That was something, all right.
I lost Justin Jefferson. I scored nothing. I lost in most of my leagues, and the Eagles lost too, in horrible fashion. So I'm at my lowest right now. At this point in time.
Just to let everybody know, Brian has dropped to 5-1.
I'm just talking
poor
about
child.
overall
No,
feeling.
I'm
Like
kidding. It definitely feels like shit.
season outlook, I'm fine, but just overall this week in general, it feels bad, dude. Like, Jesus Christ.
Well, when you lose Jefferson,
Yeah.
too,
It's hard to, like, you lose excitement for your team when you lose your best player.
well,
And it's like, where do you go from now?
well, dude, when I lost Travis Kelce, I swore Travis Kelce tore his ACL the first week. So I felt like that for at least a week where I thought I was going to lose my best player. I lost my best player last year. I lost Cooper Kupp last year. It fucking sucks. It really makes you not want to watch fantasy anymore. I think it makes you want to just shuffle off.
Yeah, like I
And
want
just
to
go.
be able to say, like, you can just keep watching it and be as enthusiastic as you were when you were watching your star player get you boatloads of points every single week, and now you watch them just sit there on your bench
Nope.
in the IR spot rotting. I mean, Tim can relate with Nick Chubb's loss.
Tim
My entire team is just dead.
Yeah, Tim's having a rough year.
rough year. And
Like,
Take
Oh,
Brian's
holy
record of
fucking-
5-1 and flip it, and that's mine.
I think it's the worst I've ever seen you do.
It's just the injury bug got me
In this
bad this
league.
year.
so horrible.
I texted Brian on the side the other day, and I was like, I was looking at Tim's. I was like, Tim's team looks fucking ugly.
Like, holy
now.
fucking
Like,
shit, dude.
Bad.
it looks really bad. And it's just like some of the offenses. Like, we got 2 Saints, 2 Cowboys. We got a New England Patriot.
Yep, it's bad,
On here,
dude.
we got
2 Packers.
2 Packers. We got Marvin Mims. We got 2 Steelers.
Jesus fucking
3
Christ.
Steelers.
Like,
What
bad,
is
dude.
going on here?
It's
oh
bad.
my God.
So we were going to talk about
I have some trades lined up.
some
for
potential
Tim.
trades maybe that Tim could make, or some packages, how to replace maybe some if you lost Nick Chubb or lost Jefferson.
amongst Mark and I's team and see if you're going to sink with your ship or maybe make a move. So first one I came up with, and you're probably going to say no automatically, but I put Keenan Allen for Mike Evans and Jerome Ford.
Rather be shot.
Yeah.
I would
Rather
never do
be
that if
shot.
I was Tim.
I I would rather be shot too.
Yeah.
I would never
I
do
didn't
that
think
if
you
I
would
was
do that.
him. I think that would be a classic case of trading your best player and just getting some dog shit back. Well, not dog, but beat.
And we are back. Sorry we had technical difficulties. We just had to shoot Chris in the face.
Yeah.
It's okay.
He's lying
Chris-
on the floor with
Chris
no
is-
limbs.
Chris put on his silly little shoes and he's doing his silly little best today.
But anyway, we were talking about some trades. So what if I swapped out Jerome Ford with David Montgomery? Mike Evans and David Montgomery for Keenan Allen. I don't know if I'd do that because I don't think that helps me.
Yeah,
But
I don't think I would do that because first, David Montgomery apparently can't stay healthy either. And with the whole theme of my team being injured, I mean, he would fit right in with my entire team. Like the theme is being dead this year. So,
He did also just get hurt again.
yeah, I don't think I would do that because I'm looking at it this way. Getting Mike Evans for Keenan Allen isn't terrible, but I still wouldn't do that straight up. And there's no way that I would do Ford. Absolutely not. Montgomery,
blame you.
probably not either. Just because it's like when Keenan Allen plays, he's kind of like, an average of 25 to 30 points. So
I think Tim needs receiver help.
that's what I need the most is
I think
receiver because I
Tim's-
have enough running backs.
Tim's running backs aren't incredible, but I don't think they're necessarily sinking him.
no, I don't think
But
so.
well, losing Aaron Jones hurt and losing Nick Chubb.
Hurt even
Second
more.
that
Well,
happened,
don't
the
get me
ship
wrong.
was down.
That is awful, and that's
Yeah.
very hard to work. But I mean, the Kamara and Madison is not the worst to have now. And I mean, you have Keenan Allen, but the problem I think is Michael Thomas, Kendrick Bourne. There's no upside there. I feel
No.
like the Michael Thomas is solid, but that's it.
Yep.
He's a good flex. He's not a good number 2 receiver.
What if you gave Kamara for Mostert and Chris Olave?
I wouldn't do that.
You wouldn't do that?
I don't think I would do that either.
I wouldn't do that trade. But I don't think that helps me at all. Mostert and Olave for Kamara.
Mostert and Amari Cooper?
No, I don't think that helps me.
No.
Look, man, I'm not gonna lie. It's been 6 weeks. I'm starting to say I just think you should ride the Mostert bus till the wheels fall off.
I
at this
think you should
point.
too.
Like, it's just like this guy has been so great. Like, you probably got him for free or in the last round of your draft, like I did, or picked him up off your waivers.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Like, I don't think anything's going to change. Like, at this
what is
point,
going to change? He's the only guy there who's going to take carries away. Salvon Ahmed, Devon Achane is out till at least week 11. And
yeah, and he was producing with Achane there.
yeah,
Achane.
and Jeff Wilson's going to come back, sure, but Jeff Wilson is a completely different runner than Mostert. They are still good. Mostert fits their offense and what they want to do more than Jeff Wilson does. If
Well,
anything,
Jeff Wilson's kind of like the Jag, just a guy, the Steve Smith.
Pretty much.
Like, he's not.
And it's like, if anything, he'll just take some goal line. But like, what is really going to change with Mostert? Like, it's been 6 weeks. So I think we have a proper gauge at this point. Mostert is the RB2 right now. I get it. He's never stayed healthy, ever. But he's on.
Well, he's
already-
broken that record already.
He's been, yeah. Like, I think this. Correct me if I'm wrong. This is the
longest
healthiest he's ever
healthy.
been.
Yeah.
At least since I've started playing fantasy football. This is the healthiest Raheem Mostert's ever been. He is on statistically the best offense of all time.
Fastest.
Fastest offense of all time.
3,000 yards in his week 6.
The end.
That's how much they have?
Yeah. They
Total
already
Oh my
broke.
offense.
fucking God.
3,000
dude.
yards.
They already broke the greatest show on turf Rams record.
Yeah. They're
Record
literally
for
at-
what?
I think
Like
for the
most-
amount of yards in a season.
They're on pace for
Or-
like
they're on
10,000
pace.
yards,
Yeah, like, it's like
which is unheard of.
they are and
Well, when Tyreek Hill's getting $180 every week, and
yeah. But I mean,
Tua is
Mostert.
getting
When you have
400.
two wide receivers that you could say, fuck it, they're down there somewhere and just chuck it, it's going to happen.
Look, Mostert has 10 touchdowns this year. Do I think he's going to finish with 20 touchdowns? Absolutely not.
I think you should just ride the offense with
But
him.
just ride the offense. I mean, look, who saw Jamal Williams having 15 touchdowns
Yeah.
last year? Nobody did. So even if Mostert has 15 touchdowns by the end of the year, you got him. He's going to be a top 10 running back.
Yeah.
Running backs are awful. The wide receiver 12 is as good as the running back 5. So it's just, I don't know. I think Mostert for Kamara, you don't win that. Then giving up Olave too.
I think if you have any Dolphins player, you just got to hold on to them at this point. Like every single one of them's producing pretty much.
Yeah, I don't know why you would get out of this offense. I mean, what are you going to trade Raheem Mostert for? Like, are you going to package Mostert and a receiver for like who's an upgrade at running back this year?
Yeah.
No, seriously.
Like who's really an upgrade besides Christian McCaffrey?
Now, I have one more. Would you do Keenan Allen and Alexander Madison for Kyron and Chris Olave?
No, I can't.
Be interesting, but I don't.
Because
Again,
you would just be upgrading your
Literally,
running back.
yeah, pretty much that's it.
I just don't
It's
think
tough. Like when you lose so many players.
It's like Keenan Allen too is great, but
But great. It's like a combination of great players can only carry you so far, and moving on from them isn't really going to help you either.
Me losing Nick Chubb was the domino that started the whole thing, pretty much. Aaron Rodgers went down. I was like, all right. Well, actually, technically, it was Aaron Rodgers going down because that affected Garrett Wilson. Like his potential went from top guy to that's it. Now he's capped.
He's a middle of the pack receiver now.
Then the Iron Man who never gets hurt gets hurt. So I was like, oh, sweet, that's fantastic. And then that all, once he went down, Aaron Jones can't stay healthy either. And I didn't have Kamara until week 3. And it was, oh boy. And granted, yeah, I hit the panic button a little bit earlier than I would have liked to. But at the end of the day, basically I traded Garrett Wilson for Madison and Michael Thomas at this point. Like, that's
Madison
really what it was.
Been solid.
Yeah, Madison's
as an RB2.
been good as an RB2.
Not incredible.
Not
but
incredible.
No,
solid.
not what my predictions were saying.
Yeah. No,
But
I mean, all of us missed on our MVP so far.
So
like,
far,
oh,
they all
man.
look shit.
But no, it's really what it came down to was I was banking on, if Aaron Jones was healthy and he was playing like last year Aaron Jones, I wouldn't be in this situation. I'd probably be like maybe 2-3, 3-2, who knows. Losing Nick Chubb, losing Aaron Rodgers, losing Garrett Wilson, and then I literally lost pretty much the entire 4 first rounds of my draft.
Yeah, and
I pretty much started drafting from round 5 on. That's it.
That's like you're not going to win
And
a
it's
lot like that.
and I'm not trying to make excuses, but it's like,
I mean, it's a
There's
pretty
only
good
so much
excuse.
you can
man,
do.
like there's always so much I could do.
I think it's a pretty good
I
excuse.
wanna
and it's
say
not like
that
I
you
can
can
go
come
on
out of
waivers
it.
when you got Tiny dropping 125 players on a dude who had one good week. Like,
Dude, Tiny spent all his money already. I'm pretty sure.
on Deontay Johnson and Josh Palmer, and he's never going to start.
And
either.
I'm telling you, Deontay Johnson might not even. I mean, like at this point, I'm not gonna be shocked if he doesn't even come back. So it's like
He's aiming for a return in week 7.
he is, but then like how long? This is just another guy, Deontay Johnson. Like it's every year almost at this point. So
Re-aggravates something. It's
yeah,
like, can you
it's
trust
like-
his health?
it's Aaron Jones right now with his hamstring.
honestly,
Aggravated
yeah,
it, was fine. Aggravated again. Now who knows when he's coming back. But he's not on IR,
sucks.
but he didn't play last week. Granted, they were on a bye this week, but he's still listed as out, even with them on a bye. They don't even know if he's going to be ready for next week.
And it's I kind of feel that way with Justin Jefferson, where it's like, do I just hold on to him and die on that hill, or do I try and get something for him just in case they shut him down? Because a whole month of football, like 4 weeks, and then they reevaluate him. Then they just won this week, but
Yeah.
can I count on them to keep winning and bring them back and be in the playoff race, or at least the race for the NFC North? Because the Lions are 5-1 now. They've been a huge
that's the thing. Like,
surprise.
are the Vikings gonna catch Detroit? I mean, you're 2-4.
Or can they catch a wild card spot? I mean, there are 7 teams that make it. So
I think it's already at the point where
See,
they can't
I
catch
don't-
Detroit.
I don't know if I would trade Jefferson.
I like,
think
what am I going to
because-
really get?
Well, it's not only that, but you're also 5-1. You have that pillow.
I do have
And
that
with the
pillow.
division that you're in, you kind of have, it's a good pillow to have. So, like,
Yeah.
I don't know if I would give up because for me, I'm looking at it to where it's like,
The
We are back. A little bit of, yeah. Just a little bit of, yeah.
just
Yep,
just
that's-
some yes,
Some yes.
some
So-
yes occurred.
It's like,
As
how
I
was your
was-
day going? Yes.
yeah. As I was saying, I don't know if I would trade Jefferson because I think you still have to deal with the potential of he comes back, you make playoffs, and now you still have Justin Jefferson and the team you have going into playoffs
That's true. I
versus
just hope,
getting rid of him and getting bare minimum from him.
I feel like unless somebody comes to you and maybe is willing to overpay a little bit.
Yeah, but the only 2 people I feel like that would go to him would be Mike and Tiny, and good luck.
and I think I'm going to automatically lose.
And Tiny's going to hit you
Well,
with Zay
Tiny's-
Flowers, and the second he says Zay Flowers, just block his number because that's all he tries to trade.
Tiny is
So-
the one guy. So we have this one friend, and he is the guy in our league. Oh my
Big N.
god!
We have a new guest with us.
Say hi, Libby.
What's up, Libby? So anyway, I have a little game for us to play. And it's called Legit or Bullshit. And first question. Tyreek Hill has more points than these players combined. True or false? T. Higgins, Christian Watson, Jerry Jeudy, Tyler Lockett, and Kadarius Toney.
True.
All combined.
I think that's legit.
Legit.
Actually, you're wrong.
Really?
They have the same amount of
Oh,
points.
the same
the
exact
same
amount.
within our
Okay.
scoring.
The
Okay.
same
But isn't
amount.
that fucking insane?
I was going to say, I know in our league, Tyreek already has like 174.
192.
Oh, it's
in 6 weeks.
Tim got a little bit of shit for taking Tyreek Hill second, but it's working out.
It's been
How's
working
Jamar
out.
Chase looking, Nick?
Yeah.
Yeah. Eyes on your own paper, buddy. Hypocrite.
God, I love that
I
soundbite.
fucking love that thing.
So, next one, Kareem Hunt had a bigger workload than Jerome Ford this week. Beep. We rolling again? All right.
Holy we're
yo.
live for the. I don't know how many times
It's
this
been so
is.
many.
And the wise words of Joel
Everything's
Quinn.
fried.
And the wise words of Joel Quenneville.
I'm hopping in. I know this
fuck.
is unkosher for what we do here, but I just need to apologize
It
on
happens.
It ain't even
behalf
you,
of
dog.
all the starts and stops. I don't know what's going on with some of
We
my
think
equipment.
something got fried in the equipment. And yeah, simple as that. Just
Holy fuck.
Tyreek Hill probably caught a 69-yard bomb on
100%
it
what happened.
and fried it.
IBCM on it.
Yeah, an ICBM.
Weekly ICBM.
So Kareem Hunt had a bigger workload than Jerome Ford.
I'm going to say yes.
I think it's going to be a hot hand thing.
Did he have a bigger workload?
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Listen, Jesus.
Jesus Christ! Turn your fucking brain on.
I'm sorry. I think he did.
He did not, but it
It
was
felt
very.
like he did.
It felt like he
He
did.
vultured
Watch.
goal line carries, it seemed.
Oh yeah, he did. So Ford had 19, Hunt had 15. So he
Okay.
still had more, but
Wow, he
it
had
felt
15?
like he was the backup yesterday.
I was going to say, it felt like Hunt was in the game more.
It felt like
I would
that.
like
Yeah.
to see the snap percentage, but at the end of the day, Ford got more work.
If he's getting more work, then I think he's earned it.
Yeah.
At least towards the end of that game, he had like 5 carries for 50 yards. So he was starting to get hotter.
I mean,
I know San Fran.
I personally think Ford passes the eye test
there
more
another
than
one?
What?
Is there another one?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, because I got a feeling there's going to be another beep coming in hot. So
Oh yeah. Jake Elliott has more fantasy points than Mark Andrews.
true.
I actually think that's true.
Oh, it is true.
Yup.
I was going to say it's
By 2
definitely.
points, but think about that.
A kicker is outscoring one of the
This
top
is why
tight ends.
I will never draft
Oh,
Mark Andrews
man.
in any league I'm
As high
ever
as he
in.
goes.
Ever.
As high
He's
as
not
he
worth
goes
his
now.
ADP.
Not worth his
He's
price.
not worth
he
it.
will
No,
never
he
be
hasn't
worth
been.
his price again. He hasn't been. That one tight end 1 year's gone. It's
Yep.
not happening again.
I don't think so. Not with Lamar Jackson.
No.
Absolutely not.
No.
No, fraud Mar Jack suck.
Lamar Jackson, yeah.
Yeah, and no, that's gone. It's not happening anymore. And yeah, that's embarrassing. The tight end position's embarrassing.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's quite literally Travis Kelce. And that's it.
Kinda Hawkinson, and then the rest.
and then you're done.
Then you have the anomaly known as Sam Laporta. So
yeah, actually, he is a total anomaly. I was wrong about him.
Which one did you have, Tim? You said you had one.
of what?
You said you said you were gonna present a question.
Oh no.
Oh fuck.
Jesus Christ, turn your brain on.
Yeah,
I was
you're
gonna
right.
say, yeah, turn your fucking brain on.
Turn your fucking brain on.
Yep.
And then one more.
I'm so happy we have that.
Only 3 QBs had 20 or more fantasy points in week 6. Was it a combination of Mahomes, Hurts, Tua, Mahomes, Goff, and Tua, Hurts, Burrow, and Tua, or Mahomes, Goff, and Hurts?
Is this scoring in our league?
Yes.
It was. I'm
The
gonna.
last one.
I'm gonna say the second one. Mahomes, Goff, and Tua.
You're going with the last one, Tim? And you're going with the second one?
Oh, wait, hang on. No, Mahomes, Goff, and Tua.
I'm gonna say Mahomes, Goff,
Yeah.
and
That
Tua.
is true. Those are the only fucking 3 quarterbacks.
yeah,
Yeah,
because
and the
I know
only
Jalen
reason-
Hurts had 19, I think, in our league.
The only
Yep.
reason
Yep.
why I know is because I have Hurts in free agency and I have Tua.
Like, the scoring was so down this week.
It was very down.
This entire week of fantasy football was just
It
brutal.
was brutal. Fucking awful.
This actually might be, I know we said a few weeks ago, like, this might be the worst week of fantasy football we've ever seen. I think it's been topped. I think
was-
this
we were
week
saying that
might
week
be
one.
the worst week I have ever seen.
I
Fantasy
mean,
football wise, score wise. Like, the top wide receiver this week
Unbelievable.
so far was Tyreek Hill, right? And it was like 32, I think.
yeah,
Or no, it was
he had
Amon-Ra
40.
St. Brown. He had 35.
And St. Brown had 35.
Yeah.
I think Tyreek had another fucking 40 burger.
Makes it,
It's becoming sky's blue, kind of.
yeah.
Just gets a weekly bomb.
I'm going to die on this
every-
hill.
I mean,
I'm going to
he's been
enjoy
better.
every second of it.
He's been better. So, I mean, no matter how you slice it, so you made the right decision that day.
It's like I said, dude, 170 targets. That was the breaking point between taking him or Chase, was the 170 targets.
Which is fair.
And that's when I was like, well, I'm going to go with it.
You know,
it
not to,
sucked.
I mean, my team did have 163 this week. So,
Yeah, congratulations.
I think
I had
that
fucking 79, dude. It was
I
terrible.
think my team was it was all right.
Your team was terrible week 1, and then from there, it's just been 150 plus
It
every
really
week.
has been.
Like, it's
and
crazy.
I was telling Brian before the show, I'm like, you just had a really bad week. Like, I feel like your team will be fine still. Like, Brian had 79 points this week.
I felt like 79.
Brian is the highest scoring team in our league. He might not be after this week, but we're going to be tied, basically.
I think I got too spoiled.
And it's like you're still going to be 5
I mean,
and 1.
to be fair, though, you did lose literally your top. You lost the first overall pick. Like,
It's hard.
it's hard
but
when that happens.
I think you're much better than the other 5-0 team in our league. I think his team is good, but it's not 5-0 good. So
I guess we'll see how it pans
I-
out. He's on the verge of 5-1 also.
Yeah, so we'll have to see how it goes. But this league that really matters the most to us, and a lot of our friends who are in this league do listen to our show, it's really close so far.
It always ends up being close.
It's going to be 5-1, and then 2 4-2
Yep.
teams right on his ass. And then in the other division, it's going to be 5-1 Brian. And then Mason will also be 4-2. But then after that, it drops off a little bit. So
Dog shit.
That's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
it's-
I'm not even mad that everything's happened to me like this year. I was due. I had like a good 8-year span where like my team wasn't getting hurt. It was time.
It's just one of
Like
those
it's
years.
just one of those years. It was time.
It's one of those where you just can't get around it.
Yeah.
You can't dig out of that hole. So I think we covered a lot of good ground today. And so that means cue the outro music. We'll catch you guys next week. Thanks for listening.
Nope.